What is good, Boom Bap Nation? The Historian back, of course, for another album review, and this is one that I guess you could say it slid through the cracks. I missed it, but I think you could tell by the channel that I get onto a ton of music, and I think this one popped up on I think it was iTunes. Like you click on an album and then it kind of shows similar albums, and so. This one popped up, and I was curious about it. Then I looked, and it said Top Dawg Entertainment, released on April 25th, 2025. 11 tracks, 42 minutes long. And I was like, damn, I must have missed this one. Probably don't stray too much on the Top Dawg Entertainment. But nonetheless, this is the new project from Ray Vaughn. The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. So Ray Vaughn is not on my radar. I know nothing about the dude. My only real understanding is he's out of SoCal. As far as other projects, I don't see any listed, so maybe there's some mixtapes out there, but here he is releasing on April 25th, The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu. So I saw this project, was like, fuck it, let's go ahead and listen to it, get into it. A ton of features. Some of the features I enjoy, like just the MCs, J-Rock, La Russell, were the mainstays, and then Isaiah Rashad. And it was one of those things where let's give this project a listen. 42 minutes, 11 tracks, and I was pleasantly surprised. I really did enjoy this project. It starts off with Flocker's Remorse. Triple XLT is a really dope track. 3 is Dollar Menu. 4 is Flat Shasta featuring Ash Leon. 3 p.m. at Derry featuring Sydney Leona. Easy Chat featuring Isaiah Rashad. Clown Dance is super dope featuring J-Rock. It seems like it's been a while since I've heard anything from J-Rock. Look at God featuring La Russell. Janky and Compass. Miles Away from Heaven. And then it ends with Suburban Kids. So, as I mentioned, this was not on my radar. I did not know what to expect from this project. I don't dabble in a lot of Top Dawg projects. I mean, generally I try to stay a little more independent underground. You could argue that Top Dawg is somewhat independent underground, but you could also maybe make the point that they're more well known on the more mainstream side. But I was definitely surprised when this came up my feed, and I decided to check it out. And like I mentioned, I think it's a really, really dope album. The production was pretty solid. Vaughn is pretty smooth on the mic. Definitely has some mic skills. I enjoyed this project, man. I enjoyed for this project all the way through. This is one of those where I think you can listen to all 11 tracks. There's really no skips. I mean, there's some standout tracks, as I mentioned. The Triple XLT, Flat Shasta, Clown Dance featuring J-Rock. I would say overall, probably Clown Dance is my favorite track from the album. But all in all, I thought this was a great album, man. I think it definitely has some replay value. It's an album I can see myself getting into a few times this year. It's definitely one of those projects where I will be keeping an eye out if Ray Vaughn were to drop anything else in 2025 as far as an LP or maybe even an EP, but definitely would be on my radar next time I see a project drop from him. I would definitely like to get into that project. So, The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu, Ray Vaughn, and it shows here. I don't think it really actually in his little thing. It doesn't really say. I know he's out of SoCal, but it doesn't really say. It just goes into a lot of other stuff. So, The Good, the Bad, the Dollar Menu, Ray Vaughn, released on April 25th, 2025. My overall rating for this one is 3.5, Mike. So, I apologize. After working 5 days in a row, 5 24s in a row, I was pretty fucking burnt. So, nonetheless, 3.5 mics, a solid project from a solid album from Ray Vaughn. As always, y'all, stay tuned, like, subscribe, more album reviews coming your way, alright?